Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sipping Wealth Live. We are back with another Tuesday. I go live every Tuesday, bringing you news, tips, and tricks on how to wealth up. So this Tuesday, I will be going over some tax credits that you need to be made aware of. So for those of you tuned in with me, thank you for tuning in, and also be sure to hit that share button so that your friends, families, followers, loved ones could wealth up with you and get this knowledge about these tax credits. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna jump right in so that we can go ahead and get started. Um, yeah. Oh, and also if you are tuned in with me, go ahead, go ahead and drop a hey girl, something in the comment section. Even if you're watching after the live, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section so I know that you checked it out. And let me know how you feel about the content or if this was helpful or beneficial to you. Um, but yes, all right, let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so the first tax credit I want to go ahead and make sure that I hit on is the energy efficient um, tax credit. So, and this is for my vehicles, my clean vehicle tax credit. So, for my clean vehicle tax credit, some people are, not even aware that they did bring back certain Tesla models. Um, so, so making sure that hey, if you did purchase a Tesla Y model last year, then see if your vehicle applies for the clean vehicle credit. Also, if you purchased a used clean vehicle, energy efficient vehicle, electric vehicle, if you purchased a used one, some of the used vehicles as well, you can receive the tax credit for as well. There's an entire huge list. You can go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and search irs.gov, and on their website, if you search clean vehicle credits, they will go ahead and kind of forward you out into a link where you can go ahead and see the list of qualifying vehicles. But if this applies to you, um, if you have purchased a electric vehicle last year and want to tap into that credit, I know I had quite a few people that were able to go ahead and tap into that credit this year. So don't negate it, don't negate it at all. Make sure that you take advantage of it. And I will be going over business and and individual tax credits as well throughout this. The next credit I want to touch on is your traditional earned income credit, tax credit. So for the earned income tax credit, if you're filing single, for example, and you're like, hey, I didn't earn that much money last year, is it even worth, filing my tax return? Well, if you, for example, made say $14,000 last year, yes, because if as a single person, if you made $14,000 last year, you can qualify for that earned income credit, tax credit. So go ahead and file that tax return. So generally, if you're due a refund, you're not required to file a return. It's kind of like a your choice type of thing. If the IRS owes you money, but if you owe the IRS, definitely got to file. but but yeah, for those of you that are like, oh, they took out enough taxes in my W-2 and I don't want to go through the hassle. I only made $12,000 last year. You can qualify for that earned income tax credit. You don't just have to have a child in order to qualify for the earned income credit. So single can as well. It's just that their income has to be a lot lower to actually be able to tap into that credit. All right. The next one is our child tax credit. So for my child tax credit, there is two different buckets when it comes to the child tax credit. There's a non-refundable portion, which means it only goes towards your tax bill, and there's a refundable portion that gets refunded to you if you do when you do get get a refund. So for those of you that are like, oh, I should be getting, $3,000, $2,000 per child, where is that money? Well, some of it is non-refundable. The rest of it is refundable. Um, and then they are pushing that new bill, or finalizing that new bill, which will add an additional $200 towards that child tax credit. All right. The next one is our child. And if y'all have questions throughout this slide, be sure to drop it in the comment section. I'll make sure I kind of, look over to make sure that I'm touching on all this. All right. The next one is my child dependent care credit. So this is for our children under the age of 13 years old. And or my older folks. Maybe you're taking care of an older a disabled person, or an older individual that that can qualify under this dependent care credit. No, now for the dependent care credit, this is going to also go towards your tax bill. Okay, so like I said, there's two buckets: your non-refundable and your refundable bucket. Whenever you're looking at your tax credits, you want to be able to identify which credits that's gonna go strictly towards my tax bill, and which credits can I actually get even if I owe $0 in taxes. Okay, so that's your refundable. So if you owe $0 in taxes, you're still gonna get your refundable credits. But if you owe $0 in taxes, those non-refundable credits is not going to go towards anything. So that goes for which I just touched on, the clean vehicle credit. So that electric vehicle that you purchased, that goes towards your tax bill. Okay, so maybe you're like, oh, where's my $7,500? I thought I qualified for $7,500, for my electric vehicle. Well, you didn't have a tax bill, so you didn't take advantage of the credit. It's for that credit goes towards your tax bill. All right, next one. So the American Opportunity Credit. So there are two education credits. There is for those that are in your first 4 years of higher education. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a university. Okay, this is just for your first 4 years of your higher level education. Okay, now this is the same thing, kind of like with that refundable and non-refundable portion of the credit. So with the American Opportunity Credit, which is an education credit, you do have a refundable portion and a non-refundable portion of that credit. So some of it can be, y'all catching on to this? Okay. Next thing. All right. Next, I have our second education credit, which is our lifetime learning credit. So it doesn't matter how long you want to stay in school. You can go every year till the end of time, until you are 60, 70, gray and old, whatever the case may be. But every year you are in school, if you are paying tuition or qualifying education expenses like books, things needed for the actual course. If you're paying for those qualified expenses, then that can count towards your lifetime learning credit. Now, the lifetime learning credit is a non-refundable credit, meaning that it only goes towards your tax bill. Okay, but still a great credit to tap into. I'm not going into specific numbers and how much the credits are for tonight, but I will break down, the different credits throughout our future lives. All right, cool. All right, next one, where I'm going to get into our business credits. Okay, so we have our research and development credit. So this is a huge credit that doesn't get utilized enough. My business owners, oh my gosh. So this credit is encouraging you to make sure that you are investing in advancements of your product and services within your business. So this could be products that you're investing in your business for, processes, software, anything that you're utilizing, different things that you need to make sure that your product is top tier, that the service that the software that you're implementing into your business to make sure that your processes are amazing. Whatever research and development offerings that you are taking advantage of within your business, you could take advantage of this tax credit. This could be a huge savings for my business owners. Okay, and it doesn't get utilized enough. All right. And the next is my work opportunity tax credit. So for those of you, my bosses out here, that are hiring people, putting jobs in the marketplace. Thank you for your work. Putting people to work, making sure that, people are able to make a livable wages and all that good stuff. So there is the work opportunity tax credit, and this is for certain groups of people that you are putting into work. So it can be a veteran, a vet, it can be maybe even someone that was previously incarcerated. There is a list of, and if you want more specifics on this, send me a message, let me know as far as who this tax credit, but it is a specific groups of people that have barriers when it comes to actually being employed. So if you employ them, there is a tax credit, the work opportunity tax credit that you can go ahead and tap into. All right, this is putting those jobs out there. Next one is the Employee Retention Credit, ERC. So I know a lot of you may be even aware of this ERC credit because for the past 3 years, people have been talking about it. You have another about 2 years, give or take, left of this. So this is a credit that was introduced a few years ago with the CARES Act. So this is to help business owners with payroll that still ran payroll throughout the pandemic. So throughout 2020 and 2021, if you was running payroll, keeping your people employed, there is a tax credit. You can receive a lot of that money that you put into payroll during that time frame back as a credit, and that money will be deposited in your account. If you need assistance with this employee retention credit, which is huge, a lot of people are tapping into this. A lot of people, I've helped tons of business owners already. A business owner of mine, maybe 2 weeks ago, half ago, received their money, received their nice 60 plus grand, 63 grand in their account deposited. Depending on whatever your how much you spent during payroll, it is a percentage, either 50 or 70% of that amount during those particular time periods. But it's a huge credit that you can take advantage of, and that is money that will be deposited in your account that you'll be able to utilize to put towards other areas in your business, or even go towards payroll expenses again. All right. Next is the energy investment tax credit. So this is for credits like solar panels, energy efficient things. On the individual side, you have that same thing. If you do energy efficient, Energy Star approved appliances or upgrades to your home, there's credit for that. On this end, as a business, you do have the energy investment tax credit as well, and that's for solar, wind, and geothermal energy upgrades and things like that. And the last one I want to go ahead and touch on is the new market tax credit. The new market tax credit is for those people that are targeting specifically low income communities. So this is for the CDE, or the community development entity. So this is for businesses that are either located in distressed areas or that are helping people in distressed areas. So if you fall under those guidelines, that can be a credit that your business could go ahead and make sure that you tap into, which could make sure that you get some money back into your business so that you can do more great things as well. All right, y'all. With all these tax credits, things like that, these are a lot of these are very specific as far as making sure that you qualify for them. If you need assistance with it, make sure that you link with a knowledgeable tax professional. Get with us at Strategic Tax Accountants. Let us hear what you have going on so that we could make sure that you take advantage of the tax credits that you qualify for. The best thing that you can do is keep track of things that you do throughout the year, because your business could be in a particular area, or you could have hired a particular person. And these are things that your tax professional needs to know about, because then they can say, oh, you hired who? A veteran? Or you got hired who? A person that, is from here. oh, that qualifies for the work opportunity tax credit. You want to make sure that you let these people know what is going on throughout the year so you qualify for these. All right, y'all. Any questions? Okay. No questions, no questions. If y'all do, make sure that you drop your questions in either in the comment section or send a direct message. Again, I hope this was beneficial to you all. Be sure to get back at tap in and subscribe to the YouTube channel Sipping Wealth on YouTube, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any other Sipping Wealth lives. All right, y'all. Have an amazing, awesome Tuesday, and I'll see you next week for another episode of Sipping Wealth Live.